Hello, everybody. Thank you once again for coming back to the DZMC Gaming channel. I actually recorded an entire German turn and realized I had no audio. So I'm going to recap what I was thinking. So basically, I looked in to see what the Americans had done, and 4 infantry, 4 artillery is all for here. He built nothing over here, and he built 2 fighters and landed them here. Uh, Combat, they didn't do. He took Western Australia, which is about time actually. Then for 5 infantry, 1 artillery, he actually moved out and took Archangel, but he took it pretty heavy with 2 artillery and 1 infantry, which is strange. Um, so he took that, destroyed 1 artillery, 1 infantry, and he didn't lose any battles. He took West Russia back, lost an infantry, so we just had to take one. Now, initially, what I had done is I had planned to take West Russia, stack West Russia and Caucasus. We took this too. And then sort of even them out so that evenly distribute them. But then I realized that I could actually take West Russia and Archangel and still evenly distribute the units and dead zone Karelia at the same time. Then I did the math on how many planes he could bring to Russia to help protect them, plus what they can build. So they can. Wait, what? Oh, he hasn't done any repairs on the Philippines. Okay. So then I did the math, and he can build 10 plus 4. Well, sorry, he has 10 plus 4, so that's 15, but he can build 5 more. That's 20. And then he has 9 airplanes plus 2, so that's going to be 11 airplanes. So that's 31, 32, 33, and I'll be able to bring like 49 units. So Russia is going to fall this turn, and I don't know what he's going to do. He could start bailing, but if he's going to bail, he has to do it now. And he could bail this way or that way. In which case, I'm actually okay with that if he wants to bail. The key is, though, is for the Japanese to get up here and be able to grab all these territories. And if he actually does bail, I will actually get the Japanese tank up here, and I'm going to have the tank get Russia. I want the Japanese to get Russia if they can. That'd be fantastic. Uh, but not necessary. We're not going to take that chance. We're going to be very careful about it. And then we stack Berlin with the intent that we know that he can bring 4. We bailed on France to stack Berlin. Brought our planes over here. So if he comes down to France or Karelia, it's whatever he decides to do with France. We've basically dead zoned Karelia, so his best bet is France. He can bring 4 units there, plus 10 more units from the Americans, but he has no backup with the Americans. So that means that the maximum more units that he's going to be able to put there is another 4, so for a total of 18. But by then we'll have built one more time, so we can let him sit there with that. We can build and then add our planes and then crush his stack. So that's going to be the plan. That's the hope, anyway. Um, Sorry that I didn't record the whole turn. There was a lot more to it than that. I explained also we brought our fleet from C-Zone 27 to C-Zone 23 with the intent of moving it back into C-Zone, into the Mediterranean. Of course, preserving the aircraft carrier and destroyer. We're going to need a Mediterranean fleet anyway because we are going to contest Africa. The more we can have him fighting for Africa, the more better shape that Japan is going to be in. Again, we're trying to. Right now, we're almost at equilibrium on the island of Japan. We probably will lose Manchuria temporarily, and we're hoping that the Russians take as much territory. So if we bail, actually, what we're going to do with Japan is we're actually going to bail from Manchuria and let the Russians take it. That'd be perfect if he falls for that. If the Russians take Manchuria, the game's over. We're going to win the game. I say that optimistically, but I mean, there's a really good chance that we will have changed the trajectory of this game because Japan's island will forever be safe. There'll be German planes flying around. We can always land on there also to make it doubly safe. And then the battle is really going to be for Southeast Asia and for Africa. And we're completely fine with that because he's not at this point he's not going to be able to fight a two-front war. The two ocean thing will not work in an end game scenario. Um, at least I don't think so. I've never seen it work, but if he can make it work, it'll be fun to see. He's got these 2 planes here. 1, 2, 3. They can't do anything. Wait, 1, 2. Yeah, they can't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So these 2 planes can't attack this. This fleet's going to be safe. The only thing that can kill this fleet is this sub, which it could do. It could get lucky. And with his dice, who knows, right? He probably will try it. I would. But we also have the added effect now that he can't move this transport up here either. So he'll have to protect that fleet, and he can't move them there. He'll have to. So he has to take France if he wants to, unless he wants to move his guys up this way. In which case, we're completely fine with grabbing the France income for another turn. So we're okay with that as well. What I was going to do was pause it because he is online, and we have our Amund game that we're playing, which is very exciting because he's ranked number 2 in the world. And I took my first turn last night. Actually, my first and second, my German and Japan. Japan. I posted the Japan turn. Yeah, I will. But I'm kind of trying to delay it a little bit. But he's a number 2 in the world, and I'm giving the guy advice. I just thought he was just a regular subscriber, some dude. Didn't realize he's number 2 in the world is the Allies, and number 4 in the world I think is the Axis. So even though it's just a custom friendly match, I'm going to play it like it's a ranked game. I think I owe it to the subscribers to do that. Uh, it's typically on rank or unranked games. I usually use those games for like experimentation. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of experimenting. And it's actually exciting when well, I'll get into it when I get into that game. But for now, we're going to pause it and give this guy good 15, 20 minutes to see if he'll take his turn. If he does take his turn, we will come back to this game and try and get a couple of rounds and maybe to the point where, Germany's to the point where they're going to take Russia. That'll be exciting. I'll pause it here. We'll give this guy a few more minutes to take his turn. So we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so our friend has actually gone offline. So we gave an hour, and it looks like he's not too willing. In all fairness, he could be doing anything, but that's going to be the plan. We're going to bail from Manchuria and hope that I know that the British are not going to try and take Manchuria, obviously, and the Americans don't have enough to take it. So the Russians are going to be the only ones that can take it, and he might do a rage take, but he won't realize that he's actually taking that power away from the Allies um, from building there if he does that. So I'm hoping that's what he does. So it's setting up perfectly for that to happen. So we'll call this a round or an episode. I'm not going to post it right away because I don't know if he's watching. I don't want him to know that exactly what I'm thinking because that is kind of pivotal. So I will stop recording here and hit the like button if you like this series and if you like this channel in general, and I'd appreciate a subscription. We've been doing well with subscriptions lately. Channel's only been on for about 8 weeks, maybe seven and a bit. I'm not quite sure. Um, and we got a bunch of subscribers in the last week, so even some top players, as you'll find out in the Amund game. So thanks for coming by, everybody. We'll catch you on Japan's round 12 turn.